name is Joel, and this is my first YouTube video. And in today's video, I want to talk about some things that I firmly believe in, and I'm going to call it weird things because I don't think everyone has these exact beliefs, which is totally fine because we're all different. But I have a list here of just things that I firmly believe in, and you can probably call them superstitions or anything that you want, but like, these are things that these are key things in my life that I don't know where half of them came from, but I know that they are near and dear to my heart. So let's get started. Number one, and this is like a huge fear of mine, and that's probably because I watched so many horror movies as a kid, and I still do. I watched one last night. I watched Six Souls on Netflix, and I'm a huge like murderino, people getting murdered, children getting murdered, like everyone getting murdered. If that's the deal, I'm into it. You sleep without covers, it makes it easier to be murdered at night. And I came up with this when I was younger. I don't know exactly how old, but I had this thought that if like you're in the covers and you're in bed, it's easier for you to, like, let's say someone came into your house to murder you, like stab you or something, like you kind of move a little bit, then maybe they have more of a chance to stab the cover or the mattress instead of you. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but here we are. I'm 20 years old and I still can't sleep without covers on. Even if it's blazing hot in my room, I'll at least have a sheet on top of me, and I'll just suffer and sweat through the night because I should stop watching so many horror movies. Number two, pork is absolutely disgusting. That's not even a belief for me, that's just a fact. I don't like pork, and yes, that includes bacon. I'll sometimes eat turkey bacon, but I'm still not a fan of it. I think pork is really nasty, and I know where that came from. I grew up not eating pork in my household. I grew up in a Christian household, did not eat pork. I think the first time I had pork, it was a pork hot dog. I thought it was so nasty, and the first time I smelled pork cooking, I think someone was cooking pork chops, and I literally got nauseous. Like, that's for me. Second belief, pork shouldn't be a thing. Don't eat pigs. Number three is I believe that everything has a spirit, and I guess that's more religious or spiritual if you want to call it. Like, I believe rocks, plants, my laptop, this camera I'm talking on, like, I don't know, I think they all have a spirit. I think that everything has a soul, and there's a story behind it more than you know. Like, it's not just a hunk of metal that you drive in. All of the materials that it took to create that, and the people who created it formed a soul for it, formed like a spirit and a personality, and not every soul or spirit is the same throughout all things. Number four, I truly believe that I believe in past lives. Let's get that out the way. So I guess like 4.5 is that I believe in past life. No, that'd be 3.5. 3.5 is I believe in past lives. Lord. 3.5, I believe in past lives. And 4 is I believe that in my past life, like my most recent one, I was an old person, probably an old woman. I think I was an old woman, and I died at a very old age, and I just feel like I have a very old soul compared to most people my age. Even when I was younger, I would hang out with older people instead of like children my age. I don't mean that like, oh, I was in high school, so like I hung out with the seniors and all the freshmen. No, I mean like instead of hanging out with my friends, I would rather hang out with like my grandparents and their friends, and not just because they're my grandparents, but I felt like I related more to like much older people, like in their 50s and 60s. I related more to them and talking to them than I did people my own age. I have sort of an intuition, and I know things that most people don't know or like don't understand at this age in life, which is like totally fine because everyone's like on a different path. But I do believe that it's because of my past life. I was an old lady. So belief number 4.5, so it's 3.5, 4, 4.5 because they all tie together. I think I'm going to be an animal in my next life. I don't know what type of animal. I hope I'm like a really rich woman's cat or dog. Probably a dog, because you take dogs places. I hope I'm a really rich old woman's dog in my next life. If not, I'll settle for like a monkey, because monkeys are really cool. 6, I do believe, wait, 6, I was out of frame. Number 6, I do believe that aliens exist. I don't know if they're green creatures like I like to think they are, but I think they exist, and I think that they know that we're here, but they don't want to get involved in our mess, so like they stay away. We just don't know that they're where they are, but they know that we're here. Number 7, this is one of the ones I don't know where this belief came from, don't know where this superstition came from. I think my mom told me this when I was younger, and I just took it and I agree on with it. I don't think you should sleep with a mirror in front of your bed. I think it's bad luck. I don't know why. I think it's creepy. The way my room is set up now, I have like I have a mirror maybe like that big in front of my bed, but like I wake up, I can't see myself in that mirror, so in my mind it's okay. But like I don't think you should have a mirror in front of your bed. When you get up and look to the side, you can see it. I don't know why. I think it's weird. I think it's creepy. Ugh, the thought of it like grosses me out. I don't know where these beliefs came from. Number 8. I said if she makes you red rice or spaghetti, you'll be with her forever. And well, you know that's a superstition. That's like old, not tradition. I don't know what you call it. I know it originated, I believe, from voodoo or voodoo, where a woman makes spaghetti or red rice, something like red in that sense, and she puts her period blood in it and feeds it to her spouse or boyfriend or whatever. They're like bound to be together forever, and like the spouse doesn't know, so like you would never know that's what she gave you, but she did. And I think if she did that, like you're locked in there, like you're stuck. I have no idea if it's true. I've never tried it before, and I would love to meet someone who has tried it, but I've never tried it before. But will I ever try it? I'd like to think not, because it's kind of gross, but I still think it's true. And on with that, with the whole entire witchy stuff, I do think that witchcraft and voodoo are very real. I watched like this documentary on YouTube, I think it was maybe by Vice, and it's like the real witches of Romania, and everyone thinks that like it's not real and it's a hoax and they're just taking people's money. But I feel like if you believe in things like the law of attraction, then there's no way that you can't believe in something like witchcraft or voodoo. I think it's kind of like the law of attraction on a whole nother level and maybe expedited. And someone's going to be in the comments like, do you even know science? If you knew science, you can't believe in witchcraft. I do know science. I'm a biology major. Been studying science for 3 years at university. So yes, I'm a firm scientist, but I also think that not everything can be explained by science. And that's okay. So that's one thing I believe in, and science can explain it, and that's okay. But I do believe that witchcraft and voodoo are like real shit. Number 10, dreams are an extension of an alternate universe, and how wise are you? So on with that, with dreams, number 11 is I believe that bad dreams, I don't think that you should share bad dreams verbally. If you write them down, you can, but I do believe that if you share realistic, this is the word, realistic bad dreams with people, then there's a higher chance of it coming true. But you can share good dreams with people. And again, I'm pretty, like 99% sure this one came from my mom, because she told me when I was younger that she had like a really bad dream about someone, and she told, I think, her parents, my grandparents, and like it did come true. And I don't know, maybe it was a coincidence. I don't think things really happen by coincidence. Like I think they happen kind of for a reason. Number 12, you know how they say God's a black woman? I don't think that's true. I do think he is black, but I don't think that he's a woman. Hear me out. Black because like the Garden of Eden where he was like in Mesopotamia, which is in Africa. And I'm pretty sure somewhere in the Bible it says like he had coily hair, like wool or something like that. I don't know the Bible that well, but like something like that. Everything that happened was in Africa, and at that time people in Africa were they were brown, like they were black people. So I do think that he's black, but I don't think he's a woman, because no woman would give herself a period or a menstrual cycle or painful childbirth. So I think it was a black man who did that. And if you want to argue with me in the comments, go ahead. Number, I don't know what number I'm on. 13? I don't know. But number whatever this is, I think there's a cure for cancer. I think the government has a cure for cancer, and they don't want us to have it because big pharma. And if there's a cure for cancer, then they couldn't treat it. And if they can't treat it, they don't make money. And the government is just a big business that wants to make money. So there's a cure for cancer. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it is. But has any of our presidents ever had cancer? Have any of them died from cancer? I actually don't know the answer to that, so I'm gonna look it up. Any presidents had cancer? From cancer to heart disease, every U.S. president that kept serious health problems a secret. This is Grover Cleveland battled jaw cancer. But to be fair, he was a really old president. So I think we have a recent cure for cancer. Let me rephrase that. I think if George Washington had cancer, he's a done deal. Grover Cleveland, probably also a done deal. But I don't think any current president has had cancer because there's a cure for it. No current president or senator. And if I'm wrong, disprove that theory. Because I think that's messed up. If you work for the super secret government and you know that's not true, let me know. Even though you probably can get a spell shot if you tell me super secret government stuff. That completes this list. And that completes this video. Thanks for watching.